And welcome to our topic of revisiting AI project cycle and ethical frameworks for AI. So in this video, we are going to see how to use AI with the ethics that are concerned related to it by following the ethics. Topics which we are going to cover are AI project cycle, introduction to the AI domains, ethical frameworks of AI. AI project cycle. AI project cycle are the different steps which have to be followed to develop an AI project. So if we want to develop an AI project, we have to follow these steps. The names of the steps have to be learned: problem scoping, data acquisition, data exploration, modeling, evaluation, and deployment. And these always work in series. And suppose we are having any issues with any step, we can always go back to the previous stage. Let us see the stages one after the other. The first stage is problem scoping. In problem scoping, we basically try to understand the problem. We are going to build a AI model to solve a problem. So in this particular stage, we try to understand what the problem is by writing it down clearly, and we create something called 4W canvas. So referring to the 4W canvas, we can always understand what the problem is, why we have designed this, and why we are going to create the model. The second stage is data acquisition. So once the problem is defined and understood, we collect data related to the problem. Collecting data has got a lot of factors, like the data should be authentic. It should be collected from some reliable source. Data should be cleaned. We should use structured data. So we collect data in raw form and then we clean up the data to get the proper data. Cleaning up data means we will be removing unwanted things which are there in the data, the fields which we don't need, and also we remove redundancy. If there are any null data or invalid data, we remove them. So second stage is getting the data, that is data acquisition. Data can be collected from online as well as offline sources. Third stage is data exploration. In the data exploration stage, we do the data cleaning process, which I spoke just now. So the data, after cleaning up the data, we represent the data in visual format. It can be in the form of graphs, flowcharts, maps, because visualization always gives a very clear picture of everything. So why is data exploration stage needed? Data exploration is needed because it gives a clear visualization of the data, which helps us to understand the data more clearly. Next is data modeling, or simply modeling. In this stage, we try to find out a model. We select a suitable model for the project. We do not create the model from the scratch. There are a lot of models. We pick the correct model for our project and we give training to the model. We start training the model. Training is very important in AI. More the training, better the model. So after these four stages, our model is basically ready. First is problem scoping. We are trying to understand why we are creating the AI model. What is the problem we are trying to solve? Second is data acquisition. For that, we collect data Third is, after collecting the data, sometimes our data will not be a very clean data. So we just collect, then we have to clean our data using different statistical functions in data exploration stage. And so once cleaning is done, we also visualize the data, because visualization gives a clear picture of the data. After this, we select a model which is suitable for the project, and we train the model with the data. With what type of data do we train? We train it using training data. Another thing to be noted here is, when the data is collected in data acquisition stage, we divide the data into two parts: training data and testing data. So the training data here is used to train the model. Usually the division is done in the ratio of 80 is to 20. 80% of the data that we collect is kept for training purpose, and we use that during the data modeling stage. The next stage after the model is ready, obviously if the model is ready, we have to test it. So it's evaluation or model evaluation. So during this stage, we simply test our model. For testing also, as we have seen in the evaluation video, there are different parameters. So all those accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, everything is calculated here to test the model. And final or the last stage is deployment. So once the model is ready and tested, now it is ready to be deployed. Deployment can be done in, it can be integrated with websites. It can be in the form of mobile apps or any standalone applications. So these are the stages of AI project cycle. Let us see the domains of AI. We have three domains at this moment. First is the statistical data or data science, which uses numerical data for all type of calculations. So wherever numerical data is done, calculations are going on, it is falling under data science or statistical data domain. The second is computer vision. Computer vision uses visual data like pictures or videos, and whenever we need to deal with pictorial data, the domain that is working here is computer vision. The third domain is natural language processing. In natural language processing, the data that is used is normal human language which we are speaking, or it can be any type of text data also. So these are the three domains of AI: statistical data, computer vision, and natural language processing. To begin with statistical data. Statistical data refers to data that is collected, organized, and analyzed. Please mark the words. It is collected, organized, and analyzed using numbers so that we can understand the pattern, the trend, and the information the data carries. We can also say statistical data is numerical information that helps us to compare values, like finding averages or making any type of decisions based on facts rather than guessing them. You can go for this definition. Some of the examples of statistical data are price comparison websites. There are different websites which helps us to compare price of different items, and these are some of the website names. At least keep them in your mind. You might be asked for these examples. Give examples of price comparison websites. So Price Grabber, Price Runner, Jungly, Shopzilla, or Deal Time. So these are some of the examples of price comparison websites. The next domain is computer vision. Computer vision is related to projects which translate visual data into descriptions. So basically, the visual data is turned into computer readable language, which helps in decision making process. The main objective of this domain is to teach machines to collect information from pixels. So here your type of data can be photographs, videos, pictures from any thermal or infrared sensors also. Some of the examples of computer vision are surveillance systems, where we monitor different public places, malls, buildings, about all the different activities of the people who are present there. Another is self-driving car, face recognition, handwriting, digit recognition. So these are some of the examples of computer vision. Our next domain is NLP, natural language processing. So in NLP, basically the human language or the natural language is converted to computer understandable form. You can check out the video of NLP, how the conversion is done. Coming to the examples of NLP, very important example is email filter, where the emails which comes to our mailbox are redirected accordingly to spam, social, updates, promotions. So this is one of the domain of NLP. Machine translation is another work of NLP, where we have systems like Google Translate and Microsoft Translator, which translates text from one language to another. So that is machine translation. After the domains, we will shift to the ethical frameworks. Let us see what are ethical frameworks. These are concerned with the different ethics which should be followed to build the AI system. Ethics refers to the moral principles that tells us what is right and wrong. In artificial intelligence, ethics means using AI in a way that is safe, fair, and responsible for people and society. So, ethical frameworks are a set of rules, or we can say guidelines, that help us to apply ethics while designing, developing, and using AI systems. We can also say they are like a guidebook to ensure that AI is being used responsibly. Why ethical frameworks are needed? Well, this is very important, that why do we need such frameworks? As we know, AI systems helps us to take decisions. They also use our personal data and affect human lives. So ethical frameworks, if we are following ethical frameworks, they ensure that AI does not harm any people and the decision taken by AI is fair. So trust is maintained in AI system. So ethical frameworks are very important, and whoever is designing AI model needs to follow the ethical frameworks. So there are types of ethical frameworks. So ethical frameworks is basically into two different sectors. First one is sector based and value based. Under sector based, there is only one branch which we have to do, that is bioethics. Value based are of rights, utility, and virtue. We will see all of these one by one. Starting with the sector based, these are related to specific sectors or industries. One of the sector where this framework is to be used is bioethics, which is the sector of healthcare. It is the sector of healthcare. So it takes care that patient's privacy is maintained. So whenever we are designing the AI model, we have to make sure patient's privacy is maintained. And there are other sector-based frameworks like in finance, education, transportation. We only have to see what does bioethics tell us. So bioethics is basically the study of ethical issues related to life, health, and biological sciences. It helps us to decide what is right and wrong when science and technology can affect human life, health, and living beings. We can also say bioethics deals with moral principles that guide decisions in medicines, healthcare, and biological research. Now, why is bioethics important? Well, in advances in science and AI affect human health, medical decisions, genetics and biology. Also, we can say patient data and privacy. Bioethics ensures that human life is respected, patients are treated fairly, technology does not harm people. So, bioethics makes sure that every life is respected. The four principles of bioethics. Bioethics has got four principles which we should know. First is respect for autonomy, do not harm, ensure maximum benefit for all, and give justice. We'll quickly try to understand what does these four principles mean. Respect for autonomy means giving people the freedom to choose. Simple meaning, give the person the freedom to choose. When AI systems are used, people should always know when AI is involved. Some places we don't understand whether it's AI or not. So people should always know that this is an AI system which is working. What data is being used and how decisions are made. AI should assist humans and not control them. AI should not control humans, it should only assist, help humans. Let's talk about an example. Let's have say an AI system may suggest options, but the final decision must always remain with the human. For example, we have got the different streaming apps which recommends us the videos, which suggests the videos, but it does not force us to see that. So suggesting videos or audios or music to us, it is respecting our autonomy. So this is with respect for autonomy. Next principle is do not harm. This principle reminds us that AI should never hurt people, either directly or indirectly. So whenever we are deploying any AI system, we must ask, can this system cause harm? Who might be affected? How can we reduce the risk? So ethical AI means thinking about the consequences before the technology, before using the technology. Let's talk with an example. AI is detecting diseases accurately. So it is sort of reducing harm. But if AI is wrongly rejecting a deserving candidate or job applicant, then it is causing harm. So we should always question ourselves before the deployment that there is no harm in the model which we are using. So this is do not harm. Ensure maximum benefit for all. There's a term called beneficence. Beneficence means using AI to do good. Using AI to do good. AI should not only avoid harm, but also help people to improve their lives. So when we design or use an AI, we must ask who benefits from the system. Does the system help many people or only a few? Is it inclusive and fair? AI should work for the well-being of everyone, not just profit or convenience for a single group. Let's take an example like AI helping doctors to detect diseases early. So it benefits the society. But if a AI-based learning tool is supporting slow learners, it's again working on the inclusiveness. It is helping. AI being used only to increase profit without any social value, this we cannot say is very helpful. This has limited benefit. So we should always make sure that maximum benefit goes to all, or this is also called beneficence. The fourth principle is giving justice. Justice, as we all know, justice is being fair. So justice in AI means fair treatment for all. So AI system learns from data, as we know. Now, if the data is biased, the data itself is biased, the decision can also become biased. Therefore, we must ensure that AI systems are trained on lots and lots of diverse and but balanced data. It should be on diverse, but it should be balanced data and are regularly tested for fairness. Ethical AI ensures that technology does not reinforce social inequality because but it should promote fairness and justice. So ethical AI should always provide equal opportunities and fair outcomes for everyone. So these are the four principles of bioethics. Some of the terms related to bioethics. The first is non-maleficence, which means do not harm. Well, non-maleficence means not causing harm. It is the principle of avoiding any type of injury or preventing damage. Also, we can say ensuring safety. We can also say non-maleficence means that AI systems should not cause any type of harm to humans. Let's take an example. Medical AI should not give wrong diagnosis. AI systems should be properly tested before using. Even if AI helps many, it must not harm any. So this is non-maleficence. Maleficence. Maleficence is opposite of non-maleficence, which means causing harm. So these refers to the action that cause harm or injury, which should be avoided. Let's take an example. AI is spreading false medical information. AI systems making biased decisions that can harm people. So maleficence is unethical. The final is beneficence. This we have already seen. Doing good. Beneficence means doing good and helping others. In AI and healthcare, it means we should use the technology to benefit people, like improving their health style, their safety, or well-being. We can also say beneficence refers to the actions that promote good and benefit individuals or society. Take an example. AI is used to detect cancer early, which is helping the doctors to make better medical decisions. The goal is to help, not just avoid harm. So these are some of the terms which you might get to explain. Coming to value-based frameworks, sector-based frameworks we have already seen, bioethics and its principles. Next is value-based frameworks. So these are the guidelines that ensure AI systems follow human values such as fairness, safety, privacy, and respect. So they focus on what is important for people and society, and not just what technology can do. So under value based, we have got three types of frameworks: rights based, utility based, and virtue based. Rights based means that every individual has certain rights. An AI system must respect and protect these rights. So these rights are non-negotiable and apply to everyone. Well, you can take a note of this. A rights-based value framework ensures that AI systems respect and protect basic human rights such as privacy, equality, freedom, and dignity. So rights to privacy means like AI must not misuse anybody's personal data. Data is always collected with consent and personal information should be protected. There is right to equality, which we can say that AI should treat everyone fairly. No discrimination based on gender, caste, race, or religion. So that's with rights based frameworks. Utility based framework is another one. So this framework basically focuses on maximizing the overall benefit of usefulness when designing and using AI system. Utility means benefit or usefulness. So a utility based framework basically aims to ensure that AI systems produce the greatest good for the greatest number of people. So we can also say utility based value framework examines or evaluates AI decisions based on how beneficial or useful the outcomes are for the majority of the people. So suppose we have an AI system which is used to manage traffic signals. If it reduces traffic jams for most people, save fuel and time, reduces pollution, then the AI system is considered useful. Even maybe it is affecting a very few group of people. So this we can say is utility based thinking. Virtue based framework. Let us now try to understand what is virtue based value framework. This framework focuses on the moral character and values that should guide the development and use of AI system. It means virtue means good moral qualities. In virtue based framework, we ask what kind of AI should we build? Does it reflect good human values? The focus is on being ethical by character, not just by rules or outcomes. You can note this down. Say a virtue-based value framework ensures that AI systems are designed and used with good moral values. Moral values like honesty, responsibility, fairness, compassion. So virtue-based framework always focuses that the AI model should give truthful and correct information, that is honesty. A chatbot should never give false information or misleading answers. Or we can also say that AI should always act fairly and avoid any type of bias. So while evaluating AI systems, evaluating students by AI system, it should always evaluate all students equally. Also, we can say AI developers should act responsibly and think about the impact of AI. Like example, developers must test AI properly before releasing it. So this is a summary where we can say all three rights, utility, and virtue should work together to ensure responsible AI. So it's not a single value which should work, it should be all the three. The project should follow the frameworks of all these three to give a proper responsible AI. So smart AI plus ethics in it will be always be helpful for a responsible future. That's all in this topic. Keep checking the videos for the next topic.